Good morning, guys. So today we are going to get the spring decorations up, and I am so late doing this. I've had them ready and waiting for a while now, but time has kind of slipped by. Other than that, things are going okay. I am going to just go ahead and we're going to get started on decorating and trying to get things ready. So here we go. Okay, guys, so I have everything laid out. This is all of my greenery that I will be using to kind of create my spring or summer display. And then I have a boatload of bunnies and little birds and things like that are over here. They're ready to go out. I have more bunnies and things like that, decorations, signs, things like that over here that we need to put up. And then over here, I have some lavender and some just like bunny filler and things like that. So this is kind of what we are working with. All of this I've purchased in years past, mostly from Hobby Lobby. So I don't know if it's still available or not, but just wanted to kind of let you guys know where this stuff came from. So the first place that I want to kind of style for spring, summer is up here in my vanity or my perfume area. And kind of, this is like the landing when you come up the steps for the bedrooms. And just kind of want it to be a little springy or summery. But I don't want it to look Eastery, if that makes sense, because I plan on leaving these particular decorations up for a while. So just kind of where we're at. I brought a little bucket of things that I'm thinking I might use, and we'll see what we get into. Okay, so I probably will come back and tweak this just a little bit, but just giving you guys an overview. It gives a little pop of color, but it's not like overboard, but that's kind of what I was going for, is just a little bit of color up here and a little bit of Eastery, springy vibes. We're going to be hosting Josie's birthday party here in just a couple weeks, so I wanted to have the house looking nice for her party. The next thing that we are going to tackle is my tiered tray, and I have some nice springy napkins out, and obviously the salt and pepper will stay on this little tray, but that is what we're going to tackle next. So guys, this over here is what I did a day in the life video and kind of got started on spring decorating, but this is what I'm not sure if I'm going to use or not, so it's just kind of like sitting here on the table, so don't mind that. But I did pull quite a few things that I think we will use for the tiered tray, and we'll see if we need more or if we even use all of this. So that is what is up next. So I've kind of filled it in with all of the bigger stuff at this point, what I want to have on there. And now I'm going to kind of go through and add greenery so that you can kind of get a feel for what the tier tray is going to look like. But I just start with my big things, then I move on to my smaller things and add in greenery and so forth, so to kind of fill it out. So at this point, I have gone through and I have added kind of just my generic greenery, and that way it covers up the brown spots that you might see on my tier tray. And you do hear Miss Noelle. She's over here, and I'm not sure what she's wanting or needing, but anyway, I just wanted to kind of show you that the dog's fine. But have the green tray or the tier tray kind of figured out with the greenery, and now I'm going to go in and fill it in with some more floral type accents. So guys, these little floral picks that I am showing you, they came from the Dollar Tree. So they were $1.25, and I just picked off the stems so that I could have the color. So decorating does not have to be super expensive. You can kind of use your imagination and be a little creative with what you're using, and that's kind of where these came from. So I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys. Okay, so guys, this is my finished tier tray. Yes, I might do a few tweaks, but nothing too drastic. Just kind of filled in some areas that needed some greenery and some pops of color, but you can kind of get an idea. It wasn't hard. I always have smaller items that are on my tier tray, but that kind of gives you the full look. I'm going to kind of back up as I go around so that you guys can see what I did. And you have to, if you're using something, like I use our tier tray for salt and pepper and napkins, so, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. But that is it, guys. That is my tier tray. Hi, guys. So it's been a few days, and I have been just busy trying to get everything kind of figured out with my car. as far as insurance. I've also been really sore after my injury from the car accident, and I saw my family doctor yesterday. He got me started on some new meds, and then also I'm starting to see a chiropractor, so along with massage therapy. I'm just extremely sore, and bruises are starting to pop up everywhere, but other than that, you know, there's things to be grateful for, and I kind of just want to touch on that for just a second. If you're new here, my name's Renee. I have been struggling with long haul COVID for the last 3 years. It has been a journey, to say the least. There has been just a wave of things kind of happening with my health, and my right leg, I sustained some injuries, and the car accident certainly did not help. I've definitely stoved up my leg, and it's difficult for me to walk right now. But where I was going with this, before I got into that little tangent, is there's always something to be grateful for. And even though sometimes it feels like life deals you lemons, you have to make lemonade and just be grateful in the moment, be present, and take it as it comes, and realize that someday, and my someday is still out there, someday things will get better. And that is just, you know, approach things with a positive attitude, try to reflect on where you are, and just keep moving, even if it's an inch at a time. And sometimes that's all you have. That's all you have in you. But just keep going. And so I don't know who needed to hear that today, but keep moving, keep going. You got this. You can do it. And so as a community and as a small startup YouTube channel, I just wanted to kind of share that message because God has laid that on my heart to share with you guys. And I just pray for you guys every day and hope that you all have just a blessed and magical day. And we are going to get back into decorating for Easter. This feels like it has been a long haul time coming, but we're finally getting there. And hopefully today we can make some more progress. And I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that we are on day 2 of decorating. I didn't get too far on day 1, but today I'm going to focus on the larger objects. And that way I feel a little bit more accomplished, and the task won't seem so great as it does right now. Because putting out the larger objects means that I have just the smaller things to focus on. So just wanted to kind of get on here, touch base, let you guys know that I'm thinking of you, and I hope that you all have a very blessed day. So I feel like this area is looking pretty good. I don't feel like I need to add a whole lot, so that I'm going to call done, and we're going to move on to our next section. Okay, so guys, after I would say 6 weeks, I finally got done what I set out to do. So finally here is the spring decorate with me video, and it is completed. Yay! You know, sometimes life happens and it just gets in the way. At the same time though, you just have to kind of go with it, and it is what it is. So I am so happy that my house is feeling springy and I have everything together for Easter. So I do need to do a deeper clean, but I will save that for another day. But we are finished, and it only took us several days. So, and it wasn't because it was like a lot, it was just because I had to do it when I had time. But here is the finished results, and I'll kind of walk you through some of my thought process. One of my absolute favorite things that I did, and it's not coming out so great on camera, but is this little lamb's ear swag on my window. I've wanted to add something to this, and I think this will kind of be a permanent, semi-permanent decoration that I have throughout the year. But I absolutely love the way that this turned out, and maybe if I stood up and moved a little bit. Don't mind the chair in the middle of my living room. We use it with my dog. So anyway, absolutely love my lamb's ear swag. And then we come over here to the end table, one of the center tables, and we have two cute little bunnies and just a little boxed floral display. Most of these items did come from Hobby Lobby, with a few coming from, I think the boxes actually came from Dollar General. And so it's just a matter sometimes of using your imagination a bit. I just have the cotton balls and my lamb's ear and my little vase there, and I think it looks really cute and springy. And then we come over here to one of the other side tables, and I absolutely love this white fur. I use it at Christmas time as well, and it kind of just jazzes up the centerpiece or what you're doing. So I think it looks very springy, and I love it. Coming over here to this stand, we have really jazzed this up. I got these Rae Dunn ceramic mugs or vases for extremely cheap at one of our local kind of like five and dimes. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's kind of like not a thrift store, but just very marked down store. I think these were like $6 or something. It was crazy. So the second shelf is actually a remembrance for my doggie Cody. She passed away in September of 2024. And then we just have a couple of little bunny displays. And then the grand poopah in this room is my hutch. And I feel like it really kind of came together. I love the boxes again up top, just kind of adding that spring flair. And then I have the truck. And then inside of the cabinet, I do have some more of the Rae Dunn, little cute chick, some little bunnies, and the glare on this is horrible. But then we come over here and we have the Cottontail Cutie, these Rae Dunn mugs, this one and the cute chick. I think I got these for like $3, so super good deal. And so just really springy. Coming over here to my 3-tiered tray. All of the floral, so like this floral and this floral and the purple floral. I'm trying to find these. I got those from the Dollar Tree, and so they were $1.25 for a bunch. And I just take them off their stems because they do look rather fake by themselves. And honestly, obviously they're not real, but they do look better being taken off of their stem. So we have my 3-tier tray. I love how this one came out. My second tray, which I'll show you guys here in just a minute, it was a little bit of a hodgepodge because I was working with what I had left over. So love how this one turned out. We have this little guy hanging out on my countertop. So I like the way that this one turned out as well. And it's just super cute and springy, very simple. We have Peter Cottontail over here guarding his bush of carrots and flowers, so he's looking pretty cute. And then we just have Mr. and Mrs. Bunny here on another counter, so they're looking rather jazzy. They're all dressed up for Easter. And I almost forgot about these two little guys hanging out here up on my fridge, and they're just cute. These, they come from Hobby Lobby, I know. They're several years old. I didn't buy any new decorations this year. And then we come in here onto my sun porch, and the lighting is not great because this is being filmed kind of early in the morning. It's about 6 o'clock. So we have this little display, another tray, and then just, this was very lightly decorated, honestly. And there's another one of the Rae Dunn bunnies that I got for around, I think that guy might have been like $4 or something. So just kind of added some spring, but it's not overkill on this section. We have this guy, he has tickled pink, and then just kind of lightly decorated on here, over here as well. This is the tiered tray that I was talking about that I don't love it. Maybe this year I'll go now when Easter should be marked down and try to find a few extra pieces, but it's kind of a hodgepodge, but it kind of came together. These little carrots were actually supposed to be napkin rings, so kind of be creative with what you end up finding. And I think I have more of those. I do think I'm missing some of my spring decorations, but you know what, that's okay. I have enough out, but that's the way that one looked, and that one is my final piece. Okay guys, so that kind of wraps things up. I hope that you all have a very happy Easter. I hope that you have some time off here, a couple days or something around Good Friday and Easter Sunday, and that you remember the true meaning of Easter. It's not about bunnies, it's about Christ and what he did for us. So, and he rose again. But anyway, I am so happy that you came. My name is Renee. Please like and subscribe. I do have some more garage decluttering videos coming up very, very soon, and some other fun videos, like my daughter's birthday is coming up. So look for those, and I will see you guys soon.